This time, nothing should go wrong.
David, these are such special times.
Huh?
I'm having the most important time of my life. I've been reading a lot about the Holy Grail and how it connects with Celtic kings. There's a story about Enki and Enlil, who has a sister wife, Ninharsai. They quarrel and drink alcohol, but give us modern life.
I don't see what this has to do with me. I think you're just poking fun.
David, I'm only trying to get you up there. Like the point of the star, of the family you are. You know we are 5.
Well, snakes alive. You go too far. I'm thinking of coming over soon. Do you think Mother could pay for my fare?
Sure. Or I'll send you a cheque.
I hope you're not spending Mother's money.
No.
That joint account was only for paying bills, you know.
Oh, David, you and I have to have a serious talk. Just you and me. You've got to stop treating me like your idiot kid sister who doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh, that was below the belt.
My big brother, who'd always lived in Canada, came over to see Mother the beginning of the year to see how she was. He told her solicitor, but really to tell her he thought I was queer, not to be trusted with her money, so he got her to send her pension over to him. What a kerfuffle, what a disaster, give me another glass of the gin.
I am Anu, great god of the Anunnaki race, from planet Nibari, often referred to as Planet X. We only come into your solar system every 3,600 years. When we first visited Earth 500,000 years ago, you were just a bunch of straggly heathens running around like animals. But I could see your potential. We are the gods come down to Earth, called by you the Nephilim in the Bible. It is our home by the Euphrates. You have access to us through Iraq.
Fallen ones, Anunnaki, Nephilim, we're not
really bad.
We're just
incomplete. We operate in half-light.
life. Put the fear into
your life.
Use
And abuse you to get at your heart seat. I, Anu, had two sons, Enki and Enlil. Enlil was commander of the Anunnaki. Enki, the scientist, who with his sister wife, Ninkarsak, created many reptilian human hybrids before settling on your current form. I, Anu, confess I used you. I used you to mine gold, which we need for our metabolism. I, Anu, confess I'm throwing in the towel. My control devices are your death. While I'm away, I set up secret brotherhoods to run the planet, and now these secret societies and religions have assumed a life of their own. They all want to be the rich company on Earth, but the company is bankrupt.
I know who all these people are.
We're all from the same bright star. We're all part of each other's evolution. Hooray! He's throwing in the towel. He doesn't know what to do. He knows he has made a big boo-boo. He's throwing in the towel. At last we'll be free after 500,000 years of slavery.
That was a big mistake. What about the TSB shares?
David, I've just discovered you've made out a cheque to yourself for £1,000.
So?
There's not enough money in Mother's account to cover it.
Why not? There was 5,000 in that account last time I visited. What have you done with it?
Well, I've moved money around. Anyway, what's it to you? You gave me power of attorney.
Yes. That was a big mistake. What about the TSB shares?
I sold them.
What about the cheque made out to Barclaycard for £1,000?
An air ticket. David, what's your problem that you can't fund your own visit to your own mother at your age?
I want a complete breakdown of all your spending over the last 2 years. In front of a solicitor.
Oh, stop being ridiculous. You're just ignorant. Really, I'm ashamed to call a brother.
That's how you speak to all your friends. Mother told me.
The fishers, the farmers, the brothers are doing in my head. They destroyed all the ecosystems, and the only good Arab is dead. They're burning the sheep and the cattle. They've overfished the seas. They've taken the power from the women, so it's his and not her story. The pain of the women's been growing since 1600 BC, when there was an earthquake eruption at Santorini. For 2,000 years we've been
struggling to rediscover ourselves, hoping the world is uniting by the year 2012.
I never expected such a pile-up of bodies. You were meant to live in harmony with nature, not destroy it. You are the only species I have animated, the only species in whom I have encountered the goddess. Your planet Earth is the most fertile, the most genetically diverse I have ever visited.
Once the goddess erupted, the men abused her more and more as a great desire rose on earth to know what the right answer was. Monotheism was born out of the battle to control the minds of all in honor of the right answer. And then mind control began. Jesus and the Eucharist were usurped by the Roman Church, and Mary Magdalene and the children of Jesus wiped out the records.
Where are you going? Oh, Montrose. I live there. I have to sign on. Are you staying until Sundays? Are you on holiday?
Yes.
Then she was sitting outside waiting for me. I thought you'd have to be preparing your sermon for Sunday.
No, I don't work in a church anymore. I work for a small ecumenical group. I've preached at St. Giles though.
St. Giles, wow. Did you place the banner beneath the Calendar's stones that says, remember?
No, someone else did that.
Remember, Mother Earth. Remember, I gave you birth.
We've met before, you know. I recognise the car.
Oh, right. You were at Fortingal with the Roman Catholic nun?
Yes, I'm from Dundee.
Oh, my mother lives in Craigie Bank. I went to the Morgan.
I went to the High.
Oh, I thought you might.
I'd better let you go now. Your friend's waiting.
I am Satya, the keeper of Earth's memory bank on Alcyon, the central star of the Pleiades, a star cluster also known to you as the Seven Sisters. Your sun is actually the 8th star of this cluster, sprawling from a source in Alcyon. I am here to help you decode the intelligence of your planet, to prepare you for the cosmic party that begins 21st December 2012. We are a collective of energies, conscious and alive. We Palladians have responded to your signals by participating in your evolution during the last 26,000 years. The time it takes for your solar system to travel through the 12 signs of the zodiac. You are trapped in a tightly woven net that has you more trapped than you realise. This net was brilliantly constructed by the Anunnaki, who exist in the next dimension above yours, the 4th dimension. These great beings wove this net so that you would be held in density with them through the age of Pisces. Why? Because the love force of Christos was so intense on Earth that you had to be held in density, so that you could integrate this elixir over 2,000 years. Out of desire for freeing themselves from being your parents, the Anunnaki stimulated you with Piscean archetypes, so you would grow up and become compassionate, loving, and spiritual. But they'd become so bored with the limitations in you set by the net, that even they can see now that your boredom could eventually blow up this prison. Without multi-dimensional access, while you are in 3-dimension, you will die and destroy your own world. The Sirians from the star cluster Sirius shared technology on Earth with the Anunnaki for hundreds of thousands of years. The Anunnaki used Earthlings for workers and sexual services, while gradually altering their DNA. The Sirians taught you magical science, helping you to evolve mentally through sacred plant knowledge. There were difficulties with these projects because the Anunnaki tended to take from Earth as well as to assist. Sirians hoped Anunnaki would have more respect for you, destined to become the biological school of the galaxy. Since Sirians are 6-dimensional, they could not do anything with humans in 3-dimensional form. But Anunnaki could take on 3-dimensional form and sojourn with you in the Garden of Eden.
To resonate with Gaia, you need to be very female. We have forced you to be too warlike, too compulsive, too focused in linear time and space, and too fearful. Now these incompatible tendencies are exploding your cells. Luckily, your genetic matrix also has stellar contributions, and now this stellar cellular matrix must awaken. You must interact with other dimensions to heal. Since our orbit round the Sun is 3,600 to your 1, our 200-year visit is to us like one of your 20-day vacations in a great hotel.
I am the celestial voice of Diana, Princess of Wales. You know my name and you know my face. But, most important, you know me by heart, except that you have not admitted to this fact yet. Indeed, you are on your way to discover the master within, and in this process you will find that we have a lot in common. You will find your own princess, your own queen inside. For the Queen of Hearts is indeed the feminine energy, the goddess energy of Earth and of the Mother Creator. I have also been on Earth 2,000 years ago. Back then I was Anna, the mother of the Virgin Mary. Compassion is what got you down to Earth in the first place, as you came down to virgin Lemurian land many tens of thousands of years ago. Parts of the continent of Lemuria, which is older than Atlantis, still remain in Scotland. Lemuria was built on 5th-dimensional love, empowered and realized by living in harmony and understanding with all the elements and all creation on earth. This is indeed the meaning of the search for the Holy Grail. You are seeking your way back to the youthful source of love, the source of the Creator.
I am Soking, the keeper of time, a 9th-dimensional entity. From the center of the Milky Way. My people are the Mayans. When the pain of the women got too much, a fully intentional human was sent to Earth to help you. So Christ's car was received at Teotihuacan, while his body was born at Palestine.
I am Dr. Lizard. I dream all the time. I dream the memory of the race, your planet and your desire. With your desire, I create morphogenetic field in the planetary slime that create the life of Earth. I am from Venus. We don't have bodies on our own Venus. We are vibrational, fourth dimensional. Your human do not realize that planets are fourth dimensional intelligences that create realities on Earth. Because a deep prejudice against astrology has been implemented in our brains. The Anunnaki do not want you to realize that the ability to create on Earth is only the killer of the planet among many. By the way, normally we don't speak to you because you don't want to respect us. We love the Nile Delta region with its wonderful muddy alluvial soil. We came all the way down the Nile from Sudan just to be in the Delta. You cannot imagine how we have been broken our hearts by building the Aswad Dam.
They even buried the alchemy teaching. No. The church not only emasculated Christ,
The church.
The church not only emasculated Christ, they even buried the no, I'm not getting that, Maya.
Alchemical.
The church not only emasculated Christ, they even buried the alchemical. The church not only emasculated Christ, they even buried the alchemical teaching that he brought to earth, the transmutation of plants into blood. His blood flows in your veins, and this is your antidote to mind control. This elixir contains the Dionysian pagan codes that will quicken Gaia during the age of Aquarius. The World Management Team diverted you from this knowledge by getting you to obsess on addictions. So you have forgotten the plant power in the grapes, in the mushrooms, in the tobacco, and the sacred smoke which makes spirits visible in air.
In this expanded perspective, you are recognized as spiritually aware beings, journeying in and out of so-called slices of accelerating time as you accept responsibility for the power of the personal and collective mind as co-creators of reality. The truths and myths and legends will come alive as you discover the abilities of your past. Rediscover, building up the layers to get back to the start. Rediscovering, make love with your life, make peace with your heart. During the nanoseconds, you are gaining new understandings of your mind, memories, and genetic lineage, a healing that will provide new growth and vitality throughout the multiverse. Remember, the human hybrid was created out of cosmic connected intelligence, and it is that to which we return.
A veil has been laying like a thick and heavy fog over your consciousness for many reasons. Throughout your childhood, you strove to make sense of life. In school, you had to memorize data that did not link up to anything, reinforcing the ancient limited thinking of separateness and insignificant living. Most of your ancestors were encoded with this idea, but there are always renegades who did not buy the stories in the history books.
Your bodies are timeline repositories of ancestral memories, illuminated by the light of the sun. The 25-year period between 1987 and 2012 is referred to as the nanosecond. a time of great transformation and change as humanity begins to see the bigger picture lying behind the screen set up by education, religion, politicians and television.
I'm only trying to highlight a problem that is going on in the world, that's all. Christ Jesus taught that if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains.
I was getting nowhere fast with Jenny when, surprise, surprise, she said she'd come to see me, and she left me a butterfly made out of her hair.
Thanks for wanting to look after me. What I want to know is, where are we going? We're not going to live together.
We're not going anywhere. It's all here and now. It was a day not quite like any other grey, as if I'd left my lover to pray, to help to show my brother the way. And so we had lunch together that day. And then I saw the painting upon her wall of a mountain on fire in the fall, by an artist I used to know so well. And so I thanked her for being in control. And then she said, I'm only the gateway to your head, the path you've been looking for. Be Christ child forevermore. It was a day not quite like any other grey, just a day.
Education, rock, we feed to you to keep you caught in the trap. You can't see the road.
In the year
666, the devil in the form of the binary beast tried to take over men's minds. He reincarnated as St. Francis Bacon, Chancellor of the English nation, Codemaster of state-of-the-art computers. Now Queen Elizabeth #2 also knows what to do. Wealthiest woman in all situations.
There are, and there always have been, probable Earths and probable experiences. There are probable yous leading quite different lives than you know. You are frequency and energy. You are pulsating to the beat of a chord of energy that sings you into existence, that you are so familiar with, You have stuck to it as your only existence. What we want you to be is multidimensional, superconscious, with awareness of various existences. The 3D world is headed for a collision of dimensions, many dimensions coming together, many dark and frightening, but all aspects of the one you, your multidimensional self. You are the standard bearer, the bringer of the dawn. Dark will come to light. Light is the shading, promoting and dispensing of information. Dark is the controlling and withholding. You create your own reality. You are your enemy. Modern technology is one of the biggest weapons of frequency control, subliminally debilitating you into disease. Get rid of your TVs. The arrive, survive, go to work, be on time, be silent society. The Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix. You are trapped in a tightly woven net that has you more trapped than you realise. This net was brilliantly constructed by the Anunnaki, who exist in the dimension above yours, the 4th dimension. These great beings wove this net so that you would be held in density with them through the age of Pisces. Why? The love force of Christos was so intense on Earth that you had to be held in density so that you could integrate this elixir over 2,000 years. Out of desire for freeing themselves from being your parents, the Anunnaki stimulated you with Piscean archetypes so that you would grow up and become compassionate, loving, and spiritual. But they've become so bored by the limitations in you set by the net that even they now can see that your boredom could eventually blow up this prison. Without multidimensional access while you are in 3 dimensions, you will die and destroy your own world.
Animals are smarter than us. They know life is forever. They can be reproduced out of cosmic hard drive if you love them enough through their unique planetary server.
Animals were designed and created to be your companions, to occupy the space to teach, show, and share the way with you. The animals are a biogenic creation based upon genes that were gathered from many different solar systems and planets. Their creation allows representatives from those systems to have a genetic link with Earth, and therefore the ability to peer into and broadcast into this world. This facet of creation has never really been understood. Have a certain intuitive sense that lets them understand their roles with each other. They come from a variety of extraterrestrial communities and look just like their ancestors, who are sentient beings upon other planets. If you knew how many millions and billions of planets there are in existence, this idea would not be so boggling to you. Those that created your planet asked for different seeds from different places. These seeds were biogenically engineered to create companions for you and to seed Earth. Some of the animals here are utilized as transmitters. Your cats are direct transmitters of information to a species of consciousness that uses the cats to monitor you.
Animals are smarter than us. They know life is forever. They can be reproduced out of cosmic hard drive if you love them enough through their unique planetary server.
What planet X? Do you like the heart?
Yes, I do.
Do you read what it says?
Yes, was your father a big tea pilot?
Yes.
Is that his hat?
Yes. Schoolgirls in the same city, gazing at the same hill, feeling wise and witty. Isn't life a thrill? Adults in the same city,
rediscovering themselves, doing their best for Africa, guardians of the elves, angels in the same city. Now you're numbering 8, like the Portugal flame of ascension, like the heartland that waits by the gate. It was a night not quite like any other, sober, and left early in the streets of Edinburgh, saying, "Fuck you, Anu."
All this pushing and pulling is very irritating.
I'm only trying to be honest. I don't want anything from you. I don't want to take anything from you. I just want to admire you. Let me have my fantasies. It's not doing anyone any harm. Don't think badly of me.
I don't. It's quite funny, really. I just don't know how to take it.
I know you don't. It's gone way beyond you, like you said it would. I'm discovering St. Andrews, St. Giles, St. Duthick now. Schoolgirls in the same city, having fun with boys.
I was frightened of boys when I was at school. I didn't have a very happy teenagehood.
Feeling wise and witty, full of feminine ploys. Adults in the same city.
I was frightened of boys when I was at school.
King and queen.
I didn't have a happy teenagehood.
Protectors of the sea.
Sue, I've got 2 pieces of news for you. I've met this guy who thinks he's from the Pleiades, and the other piece of news is I'm going to be married.
Married? Who are you going to marry?
Roger. He's a Buddhist and he likes camping. I thought you'd be interested.
Oh, that's great, Jenny. I'm happy for you.
You could have been married to me for eternity if you had been what you appeared to be. We could have seen a world of peace and prosperity if you had been truly in love with me. But now I find your life is full of hypocrisy. You're just a fool in the books of family.
I've done it for Jenny. I can't think of any more that I want to do or say. She cannot hurt me any more than Fred did when I asked him to go away. I've done it for Jenny. I told her so many times about the wonders of the magic of day. I've done it for Mother, can't think of another thing that I want to do or say. Jenny wasn't interested in my mother dying.